Hi, my name is Sock, and I like to make art and stuff. And today I wanted to talk about the video game I'm trying to make. And trying is a huge key word here. Am I a coder? No. Have I dabbled in it? Sure. But nothing besides like very, very basic tutorials where it's like, I will tell you every single step to do and provide the art and materials for you. So I've always wanted to make a game, but I never knew where to start. Like, I was good at making concept art and gameplay ideas, but the whole execution of making a game is extremely daunting. Like, the actual making is the blank step in my mind. So why now? Why dive headfirst to even try making this? Like, I have no experience doing. And it's simple. Life gave me a fun reminder that it isn't forever. It could end or change at any moment, so you better go for what you've dreamt of doing instead of waiting for the right time or having the right skills. You'll get those skills by doing the activity. So, over the past 2 years, I've kind of felt myself really slowing down. I wrote it off as exhaustion, burnout, like mental health problems. And like, I'm not old. Like, I guess it depends on perspective. I guess some of you could see me as old, but I don't think I'm old. You know, anyone can get ill, but I feel like media and stuff sometimes just pushes us to think illness is for the elderly or the already ill. Like, it is something that just affects other people. It's not like I couldn't imagine myself getting sick. I just thought I'd have more wrinkles and maybe some gray hair when it happened. After ignoring my symptoms for a long time, they got stronger and they just kept coming up. And it started just taking over my entire life. And the next thing I knew, I was getting vial after vial of blood taken from me, only to get a phone call from the doctor's office, which is never good. I've never had them call me back before. And especially not for a test result. I pick up the phone and I get some serious news. Like, this is the end of last summer. And they're like, oh, you might have a brain tumor. And I was like, oh, that's so great. So more blood tests are taken. It doesn't disprove that at all. If anything, it proved it more. So after the summer, during the fall and into the winter, I spent most of it waiting for an MRI just because there was like such a long waiting list and the only places available were way too far for me to get to easily. So it was just me meeting with doctors, waiting for that to happen and just getting gaslit about symptoms. And getting sicker, slower, and tired, well, being told it's not a big deal really drains you. And I think it made me question my self worth. Like, am I lazy? Am I worthless? These things just kept running through my head when I could think. Like, my brain is mush. I sound pretty coherent right now, but I had to write all of this out first, and it's where I'm looking. The first week of January of this year, I finally got an MRI, and the next morning, I woke up to a message on the health app, and they saw a tumor. It's right behind my eye. Like, pretty, not exactly right behind, but a couple steps behind. Certainly a little too close for comfort. Not that a brain tumor anywhere in your head would be comfortable. So I guess, like, the biggest question is, like, what kind of tumor is it? So it's a benign tumor called a prolactinoma, if any of you are familiar. They did tell me it's benign, but technically they're like, I can't 100% confirm to you that it's not brain cancer. It's not likely, but I can't tell you no. So when calling it benign, it really means it won't grow to parts of my body outside my brain, but it can keep growing in my brain and into other parts of my brain. It puts pressure on the surrounding structures in the brain. So the pressure causes a lot of other issues and side effects and symptoms, which is what I've been experiencing. So I probably don't have brain cancer, but I do have a tumor in the middle of my head that will keep growing. And even better, if you remove it, it will probably still grow back. So they just keep coming throughout your life and you have to get checked for forever to make sure you don't have a tumor continuously growing in your head. So my specialist doctor was not fantastic. She didn't even call when they found out. She just prescribed the meds and told me to deal with it. And the medication usually works fantastic for people. It's like not a big deal. But guess what? meds didn't work for me. They gave me really bad life-threatening symptoms that she just pretended weren't there. And then she tried another medication which did the same thing but worse. So that's awesome. And in the United States, where I live, those are the only two medications they offer. Elsewhere in the world, they offer another one, but in the US, it's not FDA approved and they won't give it to you. So, woohoo. That means there's only one type of treatment left: brain surgery. So at that time, this doctor didn't even believe I had a tumor, even though radiologists, which that's their job, told her, there's a tumor. We can see it. Here it is. I just circled it. And she went, I just don't really see it. And then she said, I never looked at the MRI. Okay. So after all of that, let's just say I got another doctor. So I got another opinion, which took so much work. Kudos to anyone who's had to get second opinions out there, or even third or fourth. It's so much work. I got another opinion, much better doctor, but here's the catch. My tumor only matters to them if I'm having a baby, no matter the doctor. The only time they'll push for brain surgery, if your tumor isn't like a freaking golf ball that's like making your head swell, or if you're a man, they won't risk operating on you, at least where I am. So I've just been kind of told, deal with it, right? We'll wait and see if it grows. And then if it starts growing into problematic areas, we'll deal with it. So my life has been turned upside down. I've had other medical issues I've been dealing with. And so this is a chronic condition on top of it, which is fantastic. With vials of my blood getting taken out of my arm, RE9 style, I decided it's time to like stop dreaming and it's time to start doing. Like, I've made art, but I push off the bigger things and I'm like, later, when there's better time, when the economy is better, such and such. And yeah, it's time to start doing. I got a damn brain tumor before we got GTA 6. Like, what the hell? That was not in my bingo card. So, I'm making a game because I've wanted to make a game. So I'm sitting there, I'm going to make a game. How do you make a game if you don't know how to make games? Well, simple. RPG Maker. And another simple thing. The Steam Holiday Sale. You think I could afford that price tag with the medical bills I have to pay? No. An MRI with insurance can cost $1,000, which is what it cost me. And you got to get these every year. So the Steam sale it is for me. So I got RPG Maker. So many of my favorite games have been made with RPG Maker. These games not only shaped my taste in art, but the art I made after experiencing them. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, but a lot of RPG Maker games hit harder than a lot of AAA games out there. Like, they hit so hard, they have you in AA. Please laugh. Please. I have a tumor, you have to laugh. So, RPG Maker it is, guys. I wanted to make something not too gigantic, but of course, it ends up being way bigger than you think it is. That's how every great project goes. So, an idea kept floating through my mind. Why is the human body so imperfect? It was only later on did I consider that this came up because I was so focused on being sick. So I kept thinking, what if something tried to make the perfect being? So my game is called The Perfect Being, and it's about you, the player, controlling the being as they traverse through the human body to collect all 5 senses before reporting back to the brain for approval. So the characters in the game are the brain, which is the creator who is seeking to make the perfect being. It's like kind of spooky, kind of goopy. I will not elaborate any further than that. And you play the being. The being is a blank canvas, a clone, a living body without elements and features. Essentially, they're a blank slate to create on. 5 senses are the nose, the ears, the eyes, the tongue, and the foot, also known as Han's foot. Thanks, I'm creative. Some senses require extra work to find, not just battling your way to them. For example, to get to the tongue, you have to get through the teeth. So there are 4 teeth: Fangus, the astrology and tarot lover, DK, the gym bro, Chip, the fashionista, and Crown, the money lover. Some other characters in the game will include Popoopy, who's the merchant character and only accepts poop tokens. Yep, PP. Some others are Napoleon, the innkeeper, and their sibling, Nipply, the medic. I should mention all the characters are non-binary and use any pronouns. Their body parts, I'm not concerned with their private giblets. What do I hope to accomplish with this? I want to make a game that I would have loved as a kid. Not like my ultimate dream game or my magnum opus, but one I would have cherished. It might not be my dream game, but I dream of making a game while I still can, so this will have to do. And I want to make a game that'll make people laugh. And I don't plan on charging for it. I want to release the game for everyone to enjoy. I just want to make something that'll make people smile. And I'm hoping to put vlogs on this channel about the process of making the game. So we'll see how that pans out and if I have the energy to sit in front of a computer. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you're interested in the game. I've posted about it in my community post before, so some of you have seen it. Please like and subscribe, but only if you want to. I'm not gonna force you, but okay, you have to like and subscribe because I have a tumor, and you have to comment. So yeah, you can comment. Does anyone have a good name for my brain tumor? That'll be fun. If there's a good one, I'll pick it for the name of the brain in the game. So there's an incentive. Also, if you don't like and subscribe, I'll tell my mom that you bullied me because of my brain tumor, and you don't want that on your conscience. Nah. So yeah, thanks again. Goodbye.